The Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter, along with the Literacy Legacy Fund of Michigan, presents Read with UPAWS.
Woohoo! Yippee, yippee!
I love to learn new things.
Me too!
Who's Afraid of Animals? By Eric and Naomi Crown, illustrated by Abira. Mike loves to play ball and climb tall trees. He eats pasta and salad, but doesn't like cheese. He's not at all scared of thunder or lightning, but Mike finds animals terribly frightening. When Mike was a baby, he had his first visit to the zoo, but from beginning to end, all Mom and Dad heard was boo-hoo! And once he was 3, instead of petting a kitten, Mike hid behind toy blocks, afraid he might get bitten. At the age of 6 one day when Mike was home from school, his mother drove him to a friend's house to swim in their pool. But until Buddy the dog was tied up quite far, Mike said, "I'm afraid I'm staying in the car." And when he turned 7, his sister brought home a snail. But Mike was so frightened, you'd think it was a whale. At bedtime, his eyelids were impossible to close, for he feared that little snail would slither across his toes. On his journey home from school one day, Mike passed through a field that was on the way. He noticed a bunch of kids standing in line. They were up to something. He knew it was a crime. The kids trapped a small dog, wouldn't let him go. He was scared and whining and running to and fro. Each one of the kids was holding a stone, throwing them at the dog. He was all alone. "Stop that right now," Mike said out loud. "Leave the poor puppy alone," he yelled at the crowd. "Be nice to animals. We learned that at school. But you're throwing stones. How could you be so cruel?" The kids wouldn't listen, so Mike made up his mind. He'd save the dog, sneaking up from behind. Mike pushed through the kids' group and picked up the pup, then ran away quickly, eyes straight, head up. When Mike's parents came home, you could imagine their surprise. Mike was holding a dog, brown fur, dark eyes. He told them about the puppy and how the kids had behaved, how the dog was so scared, and how he was saved. From that day forth, he called the dog Tommy. Mike walks him, bathes him, and feeds him pastrami. Now Tommy and Mike have become best friends. They play all the time until each day ends. As far as Mike is concerned, animals are no longer scary. He loves all creatures, especially the furry and hairy. Now watching him with animals is really quite neat. He's kind and caring, gentle and sweet. And every once in a while, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, Mike's parents allow a new friend, but they say no to the deer, a rabbit, fish, and a hamster, to name just a few. But to see all the rest, he heads straight to the zoo. The end. Hey kids, have fun at home reading to your own pets or stuffed animals. If you want, you can take a picture of yourself reading to your pets and post it online. Just make sure it's okay with your parents or an adult, or a parent or an adult can take a picture for you. Post it with the hashtag #ReadWithUPAWS. Have fun reading. We hope you enjoy spending time with us. Thanks a lot. Bye.